Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble. It depends. Sometimes takes one day, sometimes it's the same day that it syncs with the YouTube channel. But yeah, everything is on the YouTube at the moment, so no issues regarding that front. Sorry, I basically didn't manage to do gaming news yesterday. Got very busy during the morning, and then I was basically out all day, so I didn't manage to get. I could have done it by the end of the day, but then with the uploading and the rendering from part of YouTube, it will be like yesterday news. So I didn't think it was worth it to deliver. But I managed to publish the second episode from XCOM 2 with 300 plus mods. There is possibilities for you to still get to get a character with your name and everything in that, if you are interested. It might take sometimes between 1 to 2 episodes to take effect, mainly because I plan to continue to have like a backlog of around at least 1 to 2 episodes per series. So I can maintain a flow of at least one gaming video per day at the moment. Then I will continue to maintain, but I will reduce to have only like 2 active series, or else I think it's going to burn me out trying to get everything on schedule. But yeah, at the moment there is no issues. Any kind of situation that might happen, I will let you know. As always, not a lot of stuff to cover today. I saw some things regarding Lies of P. I think some videos or something like that, but still a lot of people. We're still very focused basically on Starfield because it's like the big launch this week. Basically, that went like base game 2 days ago, 6th of September, 3 days ago today. So a lot of stuff it's been covering for Starfield. You don't see, I don't see other news, but yeah, I think more by the end of the month we will get more stuff to be covered and some launches here and there. But yeah, seems that they have basically reached 6 million players at launch. So taking into account that with I think that you need to take into account that a lot of people have Xbox Pass, yeah, Xbox Game Pass. Sorry, it's exclusive to the base game. Can be played if people have the Game Pass here. So I think it inflates to a certain degree because it's like a little bit like streaming. Companies like to bolster their numbers. And this doesn't mean that they have like 6 million copy sales. They have at least 1 million, give or take, if not mistaken, mainly because of the premium edition and the early access, like almost 6 days of early access. But they are selling well, and my perception of the coverage that I've been seeing and some gameplay videos here and there, some snippets that I managed to catch is the game is pretty decent. And it's pretty good, taking into account Bethesda standards, even though it has a lot of bugs. The only thing that worries more about me regarding Starfield seems to be like the performance. I saw, if not mistaken, J2Cent's video. He basically built like 2 machines, one with the minimum setting recommended PC specs, and the other with the minimum, and the other with the like recommended to a certain degree, and there seems to be not a lot of great custom optimization for that, for those settings, given that they have very proximate in terms of performance, in terms of frame rates. Even the tweaking, like the graphic settings, there is like a variation, like 1% or something like that, which is usually not normal. And the fact that the GPU is not being properly utilized. I saw some stuff that there is some issues with some Ryzen CPUs, like the game is like randomly crashing. I think it's mainly because of lacking of CPU optimization. I think that's the main worry, at least at the medium term. I saw some private launches here and there to optimize a little, try to optimize a little bit better, but a lot of it has to do with the Bethesda itself to optimize the resources that are used by the engine itself, because the engine itself, it's like an old engine. It's very, very old. It's the creation engine. It's not very good. It was never very good in terms of taking advantage of PC resources. You saw that with Fallout 3, even Fallout 4. I think it had like some issues, like frame rates, and even graphic fidelity in terms of like how textures works and everything. I think they need to. I don't know. I think the best thing is for them to build like a complete new engine, because Creation Engine 2, which is this version, Creation Engine 2 point whatever it is, it has good graphics in some cases, but it gets lost a little bit. Like for example, like textures, world textures and everything, and it's you can see a little bit the age that the engine itself has. Which is not good, especially on facial features. It's like still very janky, not janky, but it's literally improved, but still kind of it's not good. It's good, but it's improved, but it's not that good. Also, like movement stuff, I think people this has like the characteristics of a Bethesda game where you get stuck like wandering around the world. You like there is something with jump button, and if you get stuck you cannot jump over it. You have to stop or go a little bit backwards and then jump to overcome some kind of environmental obstacles. It's very, very weird how this engine work with those things. It happened the same thing with I remember playing Fallout 3, and I think I played Fallout 4 at a time, and yeah, there is like those little weird things with this engine. I think it's the engine itself. It doesn't deal very well with this. But of course, we got a lot of mods to try to fix those things, especially talking about textures. We got Halk Hogan, which is more famous for the Witcher 3 texture overall packs, which it was so good that CD Projekt itself basically included that mod basically on the next gen edition. Of course, I don't know the inner workings, if he got paid for like not the rights, because but I think he got compensated because this is the mod that was chosen. I suppose that I don't know, there was some behind the deals thing here that the person was compensated for his work. But yeah, he's working on now on Starfield HD Reworked project, which is basically working on all textures and improving them and maintaining a good performance on the PC. But he also is working on the Cyberpunk HDRP. I suppose it's the next. It's the same thing with textures. It's still coming out, so people don't need to worry too much. And also the HDRP HD, I don't know, next gen edition for the Witcher 3. So he's improving on the work that he already did, which is always good. That's why mod community, it's good. It's excellent for PC gaming because it allows us. It allows us to tweak and to a certain extent improve games, especially on the PC, of course, and without the interference of these big guys to try to monetize by themselves these kind of things. And I think if you like a mod, really like a mod, and you think you take a little bit of value, I think you can help out the modder itself. Usually, I think Nexus mod on the pages there, I think you have like pages for their even like some of them launches YouTube stuff, YouTube content. Just support them, like even with $1 or something like that. I think it's it's something to help out, because everybody here is doing this on their free time. It's like their hobby. They like gaming, and they like the games that they like. They want to improve on them, and or tweak with them, or experiment with them, try other possibilities from the intended vision of the developers here. And I think it's always good to help out, give a little bit value for value. If you take value out of the mods that people launch, I think you should, if you can, add some value to them, and give them to a certain extent, it's a kind of an incentive for them to continue to do the things they do. And but yeah, basically it's basically only Starfield at the moment. Got some stuff here and there, but nothing worth mentioning at the moment, at least for me. So I'm going to wrap up with some gaming deals. We got Focus Entertainment kind of festival here, so a lot of the games here that you have from Focus Entertainment Publishing, they are on sale here, like Atomic Heart, Aliens Descent, The Plague Tale kind of a thing here, and more. Of course, I have a lot of games hidden because I'm not interested, but I picked some of them. Of course, Atomic Heart, it's one of those that I would like to try out. I might try out the demo itself to see how my PC can handle this thing, given that a lot of people complained a little bit on PC performance, so I can at least see if the PC performance is decent enough for me. But yeah, you got a demo to try out before you buy, and I think the gold edition, or I don't know if it is the gold or the premium edition. There is Atomic Pass, because they are launching, and I think the content itself, it's you can take some value out of the price that they are launching for the DLC here. But yeah, you can try out, but it's around 34% for the base game, gold edition, and premium edition 40% off. I think you can take some good value, if not mistaken, with this premium edition. For the price of the base game without discount, you get all the DLC that is launched and upcoming also. Seems pretty interesting. I'm very interested in playing this game. I think it's one of those games that provides the challenges, at least from what I saw. We got also Vampyr. It's from Focus also. Seems pretty interesting, this one. It's 80% off. It's kind of mostly positive, but it's around the 75%, so I think it's a okay game. It's a vampire game. I think the thing with the choices and everything and the dialogue options, I think it's more RPGs in that chance, in that field. So I think it's quite an interesting one. I always kept my eye on this one because it seemed a little bit interesting on how they're going about lore, vampire lore, and everything. We got also Mudrunner and Snowrunner here. They announced like a new game. I think it's still Saber Interactive that is doing the games here, developing the game. It's a new one. I forgot the name of the one that they'll Expeditions. Yeah, it's available next year. But the ones that are already done, the Mud and the Snowrunner, 80% off on Mudrunner. I think it's a pretty excellent one still after all these years. If you want to chill out a little bit and do some stuff here and work with the physics of the engine itself, I think it's pretty decent here. And also Snowrunner has more stuff here to play out, and still they have supposedly a season pass of 3 years, so they are going to bring content at least till the launch of the other one. I just mentioned that one, the Expedition, sorry. But yeah, it's got a lot of content, extra content here. It's always interesting to play this kind of game, so you're not always trying to finish first in the race. It's more about kind of simulation driving with some challenges here. Always interesting here. 50% off in the Snowrunner if you want to try out. Also, the Plague Tale Requiem and Innocence is... I got this all the way around. Okay, Innocence is the first one, 80% off. Got good, very positive reviews. It's one of those that maybe I'll try one day. Seems interesting. And also the Requiem is 50% off. And the bundle is 55% off, so around, yeah, I think it compensates 25 to 42. Yeah, I think it compensates the bundle if you want to try out the franchise. It's all very positive. It's a little bit hard on on the PC, especially the Requiem in terms of specs. But from what I understood, it's the Plague Tale Requiem. It's an improvement on the first one. Graphics and overall gameplay and all that stuff here. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up for today with just my plug for my Patreon. Just got it's something to help out, like for the extra stuff. Especially at the moment, my priority is like storage, mainly for work projects and also for the video stuff that I do here for the channel. And of course, here and there, maybe I don't know, buy a game here or there, so I don't have to try to do the extra effort of trying to put some aside to get some games here on the channel. Similarly, mainly because I at the moment I buy on bundles and everything and deals older games at the moment, because I'm catching up to 5 years, but here and there, like a good game, more recent game, I think it provides a little bit like more value to the channel also. And yeah, basically that's it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.